is this to be a cycle low. And in order for that to happen, we have to get back above the 20-week moving average. If you look at on the daily, what are the levels it has to regain? Well, first we came into this support band, got support there. Now we're starting to come up here. If you were to put a trend line across here, right? This basically tells you you need to get back above these moving averages. That's the 200, the 50, and the 111. All three of those moving averages are at the same spot, which is 110,000 to 114,000, right? And that's just under the 20-week moving average and the CCL go buy signal on the weekly. So that's where we're going to get the most resistance over the next 2 weeks. So how bullish would you be for the current 60-day cycle if this low does confirm? And then what needs to confirm for the low to confirm, right? So if you just broke through all of that resistance and you got above this previous high, which is at 116,381, so let's say 116,500, if you're to get back above that price area, then and the faster you're able to do that, the more bullish we are going into the end of this year. All right. So the more we hit that level or higher, and the faster we do it, the more bullish we are for the end of this year. But yeah, as long as we start recovering here, we're in a good zone. But there is the potential for rejection here. There is potential for downside, right? So what if this is the proper cycle low and then this is a 10-day cycle high where we're in a left translated 60-day cycle? That would mean right now we're around day 24 of the 60-day cycle, and we'd be expecting to be rejected here by this time next week, right? So that's why this week is this weekly candle is the most important, because if we get rejected here and we have an overall red week, right, that basically means we're probably going to go down for another 15 to 20 days from there, which means into about Thanksgiving or the end of the month, right? But if we break above this downwards trend line, we break above these moving averages, especially breaking above this previous high. If Bitcoin can manage those things, then that changes the dynamic here to the more bullish count. We're at the new beginning of a 60-day cycle. So let's take that bullish count and say, okay, that's what's going to happen. Bears be damned. Let's go up. So what would that mean in terms of time going into the end of the year? Well, that would put us on about day 4 or 6 of the current 60-day cycle. And that would put the midpoint of that 60-day cycle on the end of the first week of December 6th, right?